be live. Let me pull up the stream on my tablet. Okay, we're rolling. Time for night 2 of the week before. You yawn. Time to make the donuts. You usually start your shift repeating the well-known catchphrase from those donut commercials, but there aren't any coworkers here to laugh along with you. The only people who ever laugh were the new hires. The first time you said it, and they were only being polite since they thought you were their boss. But you're nothing if not consistent. It was easy to do the right thing every day at work here, but at night, it's hard to know what the right thing to do is. You're in unfamiliar territory. Fortunately, you're not only consistent, you're persistent. You never give up trying until you get the job done. You hope that's one of the better qualities Coppelia picks up from you. You also hope you'll be around for a long time to teach your daughter even more lessons about how to live and survive in the world as she grows up. As much as you love this job, you want more for her future than a dead-end career as a security guard. More importantly, you hope that if anything happens to you on the job, she stays far away from Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Should we check the show stage camera, the dining area camera, or the restroom camera?
Well, which one are we going to have to go through first?
I don't know.
How are we going to get to the restroom? We have to go through the dining room, right?
Yeah.
Well, then which camera do you think we should be looking at first?
Well, no, I don't know if we have to go to the restroom. We already did that yesterday.
We still have to walk through the dining room to get wherever we're going to need to go, right?
Okay. You punch the button for the dining area. Just like last night, the tables are set for a big party, with tablecloths and party hats all laid out. You wonder if the room was used at all. It looks exactly the way it did yesterday, as if nothing has been touched. Or the staff is simply meticulous about placing everything exactly where it should be. When you do the same job day in and day out for years, you get pretty good at it. There is one thing out of the ordinary. Bonnie's head lies in one of the aisles between the party tables. It must have fallen off and rolled down there. It's a good thing that happened after hours because nothing sets off customers more than a malfunctioning animatronic. A head detaching and bouncing off the stage would probably result in some kids needing therapy, not to mention their parents. Are Bonnie's eyes looking at you? The head is lying on its side, but his eyes are trained right on the security camera. Is it a warning? A cry for help? You shake your head. It's just an optical illusion. And indeed, when you look back on the monitor, Bonnie's eyes are looking in a different direction. You need to go reattach Bonnie's head and make sure this doesn't happen again, especially during a performance. Exit through the right or through the left.
I don't want to exit at all. What are you talking about?
We need to go fix Bonnie.
I don't want to.
We need to fix Bonnie.
Don't wanna.
But Mom,
Inky no wanna.
we need to fix Bonnie.
Inky Dinky said no. 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 Inky
But we
Dinky
need.
said Tonto no go to town. That's the.
But we need to fix Bonnie. The Sweat is asking, what's this? This is an interactive novel, otherwise known as a Choose Your Own Adventure book, based on Five Nights at Freddy's. If I recall correctly, this book takes place the week before the first game, hence why it is called The Week Before. But yeah, we need to fix Bonnie. How are we going to fix Bonnie? We need to go through one of these two doors. But we need to go through one of these two doors. We need to fix Bonnie.
You pick. We're gonna die anyway. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go.
She's doing eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay, left.
Okay.
The left. Whatever's on the left.
Okay, we have my co-host saying left. We have the chat saying the right.
Screw you guys. Go wherever you want then. I'm going home. Oh, wait. I am home.
Hey, you are home. Got a coin?
No, go with the chat.
Okay, chat says go through the right. Chat, the guy in the chat just said right in capital letters. You arrive at the dining area. Bonnie's head is lying on the floor, staring vacantly at the stars and streamers hanging from the ceiling. But something else catches your attention. The doors to party rooms 1 and 2 are closed. Those were previously open when you saw them on camera, but the feed in that section is notoriously glitchy. It's impossible to you didn't see them clearly the first time. You're the night watchman, so you should check for anything so you should check out anything suspicious. And this is definitely suspicious. Those party rooms are a perfect hiding place, and it's not like the animatronics could to go around opening and closing doors. You still have to take care of Bonnie, but it's not like his head is going anywhere. So much for an uneventful night. Should we go get Bonnie's head, or should we check out party room 1?
Check out the room. That way we can die quickly.
Someone says go to the party room once you're done.
Am I the co-host or are they?
Okay, you'll take turns.
Fine.
Well, we gotta let the chat in on this somehow.
I know. No, they can. That's fine. If they have an opinion, we'll go with their opinion. If they don't have an opinion, then we'll go with mine.
Okay, well, the chat has an opinion.
Okay.
And they say go. Okay, now he's saying party room. So, party room it is. You open the door to party room 1 and turn on the lights. It's basically a miniature version of the dining area for private birthday parties or overflow space. When someone hosts a party here, they get a visit from Freddy, Bonnie, or Chica as part of the package. But they rarely use Freddy for such occasions. Hello, Juice WRLD. It's also company policy to have a security guard posted in each room while the animatronic is present, a duty you have often performed. But that was before the restaurant closed. Since it reopened, these rooms haven't been needed, and of course, you're on the night shift now. Everything seems quite ordinary inside. The 2 long tables are covered in white tablecloths decorated with colorful confetti. Cone-shaped cardboard party hats are lined up on each table, waiting to be strapped onto rambunctious kids. You smile, thinking back on better times. For a while, you would have said Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was the happiest place on earth, if you weren't worried about infringing on a trademark. Approaching steps snap you back to the moment and remind you of how much this place has changed. You consider hiding, but you have plenty of time to check out party room 2 before the animatronic reaches you. Should we hide in party room 1 or open party room 2?
What does the group say?
Well, hang on, they haven't said anything yet.
Chicken?
Okay, chat is saying hide.
Okay.
Okay, let's hide.
You know, it's in the guy.
Yeah. You're not in the mood to take any chances. You slip inside the room and behind the door and wait several minutes until the footsteps reach you. Something stomps into the room and waits. You hold your breath, worried about making a sound. In your peripheral vision, you see a yellow blur on your left. Chica turns off the light and the door pulls away from you, swinging closed. You wait until her footsteps recede before you open the door. Or rather, try to. It's locked. You're not sure how that's possible. You can only lock the door with a key because kids have a habit of pushing buttons. Any buttons. And they think it's funny when they lock people out. Or in. Ha ha. Chica wouldn't have a key, but unfortunately you don't have one either. You jiggle the doorknob. You pull at the door. If you keep doing that, you're going to attract more unwanted attention, and some animatronics can't be stopped by a door. You sigh and pull up a kitty-sized chair. You strap on a party hat with silver and red stripes. You don't have a choice but to wait for your shift to end. At least you're safe while the animatronics look for you outside the room. You'll be fired come morning, but you don't think you'll miss this job much after all. Game over. Okay, so there's our first death of the stream. Okay, show stage camera, dining area camera, or restroom camera?
Dining room camera.
Okay, same so far. Right door or left door?
What did they say?
Well, the chat hasn't said anything yet.
Left door.
Okay. Left door. You step out into the West Hall, and once again, remember you've been meaning to clear out the broken TVs piled up outside the office. Those things are supposed to work for decades, but they keep burning out. It must be the old electrical wiring in this place. Wires are literally hanging down the wall in front of you, but you're pretty sure they aren't live. You don't touch them just in case. As you turn down the hallway and glimpse the poster of Freddy Fazbear on the wall, you pause for a moment. You've seen it hundreds of times, but you could have sworn it just changed to show the animatronic ripping off his own head. Terrifying. When you turn back, it's just the same old poster. Freddy singing into his microphone while Let's Party over his head. It must have been a trick of the flickering light at the end of the hall, and you still clearly got Bonnie's head in your mind. As you hurry toward the dining area, the light blinks off. Your eyes adjust to the darkness, and you see a shadow waiting at the end of the corridor. Just an after image, you think, continuing. Then the light comes back on and Foxy is standing there, and unfortunately, he is very real. With no one checking on him in Pirate Cove, he's come out to play. You spin around and run back to the security office. Foxy's footsteps sprint behind you. In this life and death race, Foxy is faster. Game over.
Oh, there you go.
Let's try that again. Okay, so dining area. Let's go through the right door. Let's get Bonnie's head. Bonnie's head is what you came here for. You walk over and pick it up. Ooh, it's heavier than it looks. And something sticky leaks onto your hands. Machine oil, hopefully? You're glad it didn't leave a mess on the floor. Even after all this time, this is the closest you've been to an animatronic. One reason being the smell. These things haven't been washed in ever. There's something sharp and sour about the stench, like food left out to rot or roadkill. You wrinkle your nose. It's very unpleasant. You also never touched an animatronic before, which of course is strongly discouraged. The fur is matted and kind of greasy. There are probably things crawling inside it. You don't want to hold this any longer than you have to. You turn it around in your hands until Bonnie is looking at you. Let's get you patched up, you say. Bonnie's eyes blink and swivel towards you. You're so startled you almost drop the head. It probably just happened because you were moving it around. You look up at the stage. Bonnie's torso is still up there, and so is Freddy Fazbear. But now Chica is gone. Should you go up and reattach the head, or look for tools and instructions and parts and service behind the stage?
Oh, let's go behind stage. Big killer.
Okay, behind the stage.
We're gonna die.
You open the door at the back of the stage, marked Employees Only. Though you're an employee, you've never needed to go back here before. You step into the backstage area, what staff has taken to refer to P&S, Parts and Service. It's dark and practically shouts, "This area is off limits." It feels wrong and a little dangerous to be back here. You look around for something useful to help you reattach Bonnie's head properly. A user manual would be nice. An endoskeleton sits on the end of the workbench next to a screwdriver, perhaps intended for the empty Freddy Fazbear suit tucked into a corner. Another empty Freddy head rests on the other end of the workbench. There are several Freddy heads here. They're old designs. Some of them don't have eyebrows or have a slightly different shape. There's also a Chica head on the shelf, and next to it is a flashlight. What about Foxy? You don't see any of his parts back here. As if you summoned him, you hear heavy footsteps running toward the room. You have to find something to defend yourself with or take your chances and hide. Grab the screwdriver, grab the flashlight, or put on the Freddy head.
Can't I do all three?
Nope.
I'm fast.
Nope.
Fast in the furry. You make a decision. It's your turn. Wishy-washy?
Well, if you're gonna be that way, Chad is saying you pick.
Fine. You gotta put the stupid thing on so that nothing eats you.
The Freddy head?
Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna die anyway.
In a moment of panic, you grab the spare Freddy Fazbear mask and drop it over your own head and then stand still. Ugh. If you thought the animatronics smelled bad on the inside of this one absolutely reeks. It smells like stale sweat, notes of old coffee, hints of cigarette smoke. Even worse, it feels warm and moist, like being inside someone's mouth. You can taste something. You don't know what it is, but it's bitter and coppery, and it makes your heart flutter with anxiety. Fear. You're tasting fear. As soon as you put the Freddy head on, you want to tear it off again, but you don't dare, because through its eye holes you spot Foxy standing in the doorway. He stalks toward you and stops, only inches from your Freddy face. He leans forward to look into its eyes. He sees you! He screams, and you black out. You drift in and out of consciousness, distantly aware that you're being stuffed inside an animatronic suit. You hope someone checks the suit's back here once in a while and finds your body, so your daughter will know why you never came home. Game over.
Told you we're gonna die.
Well, shit.
It's one of those.
Let's try this night again. Let's check the show stage camera.
Okay.
You punch the button for the show stage. Freddy and Cheek are both in... Do you play Five Nights? I've played some Five Nights games, but I absolutely suck at them. You punch the button for the show stage. Freddy and Cheek are both there as they should be, but Bonnie has already left. No, wait. Bonnie is still there. Most of them, anyway. His body is on stage, but his head is gone. Who would steal the head of an animatronic bunny? Punk kids, you think? Daredevil teens from the high school and community college sometimes try to break into the restaurant. If they succeeded, they would want to bring back a souvenir for their bravery. Oh, Fortnite? No, I do not play Fortnite. You laugh, imagining someone shouting, "Bring me the head of Bonnie the Rabbit!" Of course, if anyone actually succeeded in breaking into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza after hours, they would be the ones in danger of losing their heads, figuratively and literally. But this is no laughing matter. You have a real problem now. You have to find and reattach Bonnie's head before the place opens in the morning. As terrifying as animatronics can be to some young children, they'll really freak out if they're greeted by a headless one. Maybe no one would notice. Okay. Dining area camera. We've read this. Go through the right door. Get Bonnie's head. Get you patched up. Now, in our inventory, let me pull up our inventory. We do have a screwdriver and a flashlight.
Okay.
And those are really the only reason we need to go backstage. The parts and service, I mean.
Okay.
So we could skip that and just go straight up on stage to reattach Bonnie's head.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Are we cheating?
Oh, because we're playing on easy mode, remember?
Oh yeah, okay. We've died this many times on easy mode.
Yes. Well, all easy mode really does is start you with some inventory items.
I'm good.
Yeah, easy mode just means you start off with some items. That's about it.
I am so smart. SMRT.
You climb up onto the show stage and look out, imagining an audience of boisterous kids and frazzled parents. Staff and customers are not allowed up here. The last time a kid found his way on stage during a performance, you shudder. That's what liability waivers are for. Where Chica usually stands, you see a metal plate. The animatronics recharge on those at night, though through battery terminals on their feet. You gently place Bonnie's head back on his body. The animatronics deserve your respect. When you think about it, you wouldn't have a job without them. They have some flaws, but they've brought so much happiness to families over the years. That fact needs to be weighed on their actions. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, right? Bonnie's head wobbles. You can't leave him like this. It seems you can tighten it by turning it, but which way, left or right? Does it matter? You probably can't make him any worse, but maybe you should pop backstage and see if there's some instructions. You're just a security officer. You aren't trained in repairing the animatronics. And if you do this incorrectly, you could lose your job earlier than planned.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Sorry. It's true.
To the right. Wait. To the right. You twist Bonnie's head to the right, and something clicks inside. His eyelids blink once as the head comes back online. It seems you've done the trick, but there are 3 small holes around the base of his neck to secure the head. This is probably why Bonnie's head fell off in the first place. As he dances and strums his signature red bass guitar on the stage, the screws vibrated and eventually fell out. And then, off with his head! You look around the stage and find 2 silver screws, but no matter how much you search, you can't find the third one. 2 will have to do for now. The best you can do is let maintenance know and they can hunt down another screw tomorrow. You insert 1 screw in each side of the neck. With them sticking out like that, Bonnie reminds you of Frankenstein's monster. That's no good. You'll have to tighten them or his head will tumble off again. A job half-assed will never last, as your father used to say. He was a perfectionist, and nothing you did was ever good enough. You vowed you would never treat your own child that way, and so far you haven't with Capilia. The sooner you fix Bonnie, the sooner you can go back to the security office, and the better your chances of getting home to her in the morning. And we do have a screwdriver, so we're going to use it. The screwdriver makes quick work of the tightening Bonnie's loose screws. The head feels as sturdy as it has ever been. Maybe you missed a call in repair work. The only thing you enjoy as much as keeping order and protecting people is fixing things. After your last day here, you can start looking into other positions. It might be nice to do something that lets you work with your hands more. It would be fun to make toys. Nothing that moves like an animatronics at Freddy's. Just simple toys for simple joys. Now that Bonnie is functional again, you feel oddly exposed up on the stage, especially with Chica out there somewhere. You also have to assume Foxy is out and about right now. It's a good idea to go back to the security office and hope nothing else breaks tonight. Shall we... Oh, there's only one option. Return to the security office.
I guess we're returning to the security office.
Yeah. You return to the security office and slump into your seat. This job is finally getting to you, but you can't let it get the best of you. You just need a moment to catch your breath. You close your eyes and breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. A sound startles you awake. Oh no, you've fallen asleep on the job. After all the times you've warned night watchmen to always stay vigilant and faithfully reported those who shirked on their responsibility and dozed through a shift. You're embarrassed and annoyed at yourself. It's just that you're having trouble adjusting to the later hours, and dealing with the animatronics is wearing you out. You can beat yourself up later. Something woke you. A sound. Or wait, was it 2 sounds? You're still disoriented from your unintentional nap, but you think you heard footsteps approaching the door on the left, and something groaning on the door from the door on the right. You could have dreamed them up, or you could be in imminent danger. You only have time to act on one potential threat. Your clock reads 5:55 a.m., so you only have to survive for the next 5 minutes. Should we close the left door or the right door? Chat, what do you think? Chat says you pick.
Chat got lazy, man. Left.
Left?
We're gonna
Okay.
die anyway.
Left. You leap from the chair and close the left door. The footsteps keep approaching, but the animatronic won't be able to get in. You flip on the hall light and see the distinctive shape of rabbit ears pass by the office window. After everything I did for you, Bonnie, you say. Then you remember the other sound you might have heard. You turn and are relieved that no one is standing at the left door. Someone groans right into your ear. Chica jumps at you from your right and screams in your face. You stumble away and fall against the desk. How? She must have snuck in the room from the east hall while you were closing the door on the left. You shove the office chair between you and the enraged animatronic. It's futile, but you aren't going down without a fight. Your chest tightens, pain shoots up and down your left arm. You clutch a hand over your heart. Your body just can't take one more shock for the night. Blackness creeps in along the edges of your vision. You collapse to the floor and fall onto your face. As you gasp your last breaths, you roll over and look up. Chica looms over you. Your final thought is, a chicken with teeth. That is so messed up. I'm just going to try to go back. Let's try closing the right door. If someone is close enough for you to hear them groan, then they're way too close. You leap for the door on your right and slap your finger against the button. You catch a flash of yellow before the door slams shut. Looks like you were just in time. You flick on the hall light and Chica stares in manically at you, beaked mouth wide open. You turn off the light. You can take your cluck and get lost. You say, I've had enough for one night. But it seems you haven't. The footsteps keep approaching on your left, and then Bonnie is standing there. It's too late to close the door now. You brace yourself for the attack, but Bonnie doesn't make a move. He just stares at you. You stare back at him. What is he waiting for? You break eye contact for a moment and see the clock on the desk flip from 5:59 to 6 a.m. Bonnie turns and walks away, back toward the show stage. At the door on the right, Chica does the same. Did Bonnie just let you live? Was that a thank you for restoring his head? Or maybe you just got lucky. Either way, you survived another night and it's time to go home. As soon as you get home, you rush to your daughter's room and check on her. She's sleeping with her left leg sticking out from under the covers and a pillow over her face. You must have spaced out for a minute because the next thing you know, she screams and throws the pillow at your head. You catch it and hold it to your chest. Whoa, what's wrong, you say. Why were you standing there staring at me, she says. I was about to wake you for school. I'm sorry, it's been a weird night. She pushes her hair back from her face. It's okay, it was just kind of creepy. When I first woke up, I must have still been dreaming. You look like that Fredbear thing from your job. You mean Freddy Fazbear? Whatever, you weird me out, they all do. She's never gotten over the time you brought her to work to meet the animatronics when she was 7. And they made her cry so hard she threw up her pizza and cake. She had nightmares for at least a week afterward. Never mind, it's just me, your loving dad bear. You open your arms for a hug. She squints at you. Never say dad bear again. You feel bad about scaring her and running in the morning. You don't want to give her bad memories of you like that. Gifts always make things better. If you give her the coin, we don't have the coin.
Why does it think we do?
I don't know. It just says if you give her the coin or if you keep the coin. We don't have the coin.
So give her the coin and right the wrong. Then the thing knows we don't have the coin. This is the book, right? Or is this
Huh?
Is this on the computer or is this a book?
This is on my tablet.
Tablet.
It's a book. I'm just using a digital copy.
Okay. I don't know, just give her the coin, see what it says.
Oh, hey, I got you something. You flip the plastic coin over to her. The coin falls into her superhero's bedspread and she grabs it. She holds it up and closes one eye to inspect it with the other. I just said that your freaky robot friends freak me out, and this is one of the freakiest of all. Foxy was always my favorite. She looks at you. That explains a lot about you. I wasn't expecting this kind of attitude until you were a teenager. I'm almost, she said. You're not, and don't be in a rush to grow up. Anyway, that is a collectible gold treasure coin. She bites down on it. It's fake. You grimace. It was kind of dirty. It's all scratched up and mangled. Fine, you hold out your hand. Give it back. She flips it in the air and catches it. I love it because you gave it to me. You smile. Even if it's some junk you found on the floor at work or something. It's nice to know you were thinking of me. You sigh. Always, kiddo. I'll go make breakfast while you change for school. If I get heads, you have to make pancakes. She flips the coin again and it comes up Foxy. Pancakes! I never agreed to that, you grumble. But you go to the kitchen and start mixing the batter. It's only after she leaves for school that you remember Foxy's head is on both sides of the coin. Okay, that does it for night 2. Next stream, we'll be doing night 3. Yay! And we didn't get stuck going in a circle this time.
Well, no, because now you know to turn the page.
All right, well, we'll see you guys later.